Hi, welcome to the Father and Son Watch Talk Show. I'm John. My son Elliot is out of the office today. He's doing that school thing. So I thought I'd do a short video and a review on a homage watch, a Steeldive SD1933. Elliot is not as big of a fan of homage watches as I thought he was, as we found out in the last video. So I'm going to do this review, and then maybe in the next video, I'll ask him for some quick thoughts again about this particular Steeldive and see what he says. So let's flip the camera and check out this great Steeldive watch. All right, so here's the Steeldive container that a lot of these AliExpress and Chinese watch companies send the watches in. I actually like this box. It's got a lot of cushion on it. Very good for shipping. Trying to get the fuzz off of there. And then I'll take the watch out. We'll look at that in a second. But I actually will use this as a travel case for either this watch or some of my other watches. You could probably, if you kind of separate them with some cloth or something to keep them from scratching each other, put a couple watches in there. Definitely great to travel in it. Plenty of cushion, and that's really nice and slim in a suitcase. And so it came with some instructions. You don't really need those. You can check them out if you want to, but there's some instructions. It's probably got a warranty card in there. I think the warranty on the Steeldives might be a year. You'd have to look on their website, and we'll kind of browse that website here in a little while. And if I see that, we'll call that out. But there's a tag that comes on it. I have wore this watch for a few months, and so there's the extra links to it. And then here is the watch. All right, there's a beautiful, they call it, the Tiffany blue dial color. I call it, I guess it's kind of a Tiffany blue, but I usually call it like a swimming pool blue or a sky blue. Very nice and bright, great for a summer watch or anytime you want to match it up with your outfit that's blue. I've always liked the Rolex datejust watch. I've really admired that watch. And so when I saw this homage watch for a decent price, and I've watched some other YouTubers review Steeldive, I thought, well, let me check out Steeldive's version. I do really like it. The fluted bezel looks great. The finishing's pretty good. You can choose between a kind of a regular looking bracelet or a Jubilee. I love a great Jubilee bracelet. This one's been very comfortable when I've wore it. Looks great. Looks great with the polish. It's got some polish on it. It's got a little bit of brushing on some of the pieces like this here, but that doesn't bother me at all. But I do like how it catches the light. It's got a signed crown with the Steeldive logo, which actually I kind of like. It's the scuba mask with the oxygen tanks and the two scuba flippers. Kind of a cool logo. Looks really good on this dial. And as you can see, it's an automatic. It comes with a Seiko NH35 that is very reliable. It has about 41 hours of power reserve, 200 meters of water resistance, so it should be pretty good in the water. This crown is screw down, which is very nice, and it's got a quick set function for the date. There's the Cyclops, looks pretty good, lined up pretty well. And then when you flip it over, you've got the nice Steeldive logo etched into the back. That looks really nice, and it's a screw down case back too. This clasp is pretty nice. It's a milled clasp. I think that's a recent update to this kind of bracelet from Steeldive because they kind of called it out on their website. Milled clasp and very comfortable, easy to adjust. I didn't adjust it myself. I took it to a jeweler, but she didn't have any problem doing that. Signed clasp there with the Steeldive name. And it's also got quite a few micro adjusts. Yeah, it's got, looks like 6 micro adjusts, which is pretty awesome. So it's pretty easy to get a good fit on it. But great watch. Let me flip it on the wrist, and then we'll do a loom shot. All right, here it is on my 7-inch wrist. Very comfortable. I like my bracelets just a little loose. It's funny how, because when I put it on my wrist at first, it seems like a little bit too loose, and then as the day goes by, I think my wrist kind of swells and it fits a little snugger and it fits perfect. But it looks really good on my 7-inch wrist. Like I said, super comfortable. Looks very classy. Be a great dress watch, or, you know, if you're going to be out in the water, or just doing whatever you want to. And also the nice thing with a homage watch is if something happened to it, it's not like you're losing a $10,000 Rolex Datejust. There's how it looks with the clasp. A little bit of wear there since I've been wearing it quite a bit. And, you know, let's zap it up with some lume and see what it looks like. It's not in total darkness, so, you know, it'll be a little bit brighter, but let's see. You can see a little bit of it, that lume there, but let me jump into a really good lume shot for you. Here you go. Here's in a semi-dark hallway. The lume's not bad, actually. It's pretty good. Not as good, in my opinion, as a Seiko lume or some of the more expensive watch brands, but really not bad once you charge it up. It lasts, I'd say, at least partway through the night, which is fine for my purposes. But, you know, for a homage watch from China, pretty good. As you can see there, it's got a nice signed etched crown. And like I said, this is a screw down crown. So you just can gently unscrew that. It seems pretty steady and pretty strong when I've used it. And then once you get it far enough, you'll feel it pop. Then you can use this to wind the watch. That way you can get it wound up and get it going. And then when you want to go ahead and change the date, you can pull it out one more and turn it. You pull it out all the way, then you can go ahead and move the hands, change the hands, and then let's pop it back in a little bit, and then I can wind it. But the instructions are in the package too to kind of look over, but it feels pretty sturdy. I like the feel of the crown, pretty good, and then, you know, a lot of good detail on this watch. All right, and so here is on the Rolex website. You know, I tried to look up a comparable model. This has it's 41 millimeters, and this is their oyster steel, and of course it's got white gold, so it's going to be more expensive anyway. But, you know, for a similar look to a watch with a Jubilee bracelet, you're looking at, you know, $10,600. So quite a bit of difference for that same look, and of course, you know, better quality. It's a Swiss-made Rolex. But, you know, a lot of us do not have that kind of money to throw at a watch. So if you're looking for an alternative that's dependable and really a nice look, that Steeldive we're going to go to next is a good option for you. Having a big sale as of, you know, 11/25/24. And so, you know, you can get more of a discount here. But here's the watch. And then as you can see, I'm going to get rid of that little chat bot there. There's the price, $119. For the SD1933, and, you know, there's all kinds of different colors. Above is where, you know, right here is where I picked mine. There's a pink version. Let's just go through these options. There's a cool looking pink version if you want pink. They have white. There's the line up there, and then they have some different bracelets. You know, here's a kind of like a oyster style bracelet, you know. And then I think they have another version on their website that also has the smooth, kind of sleek, unfluted bezel, that if you want that. But, you know, that's not bad. You know, yeah, there's the 3-link bracelet you can pick. There's all the colors. Here's the specifications. Like I said, it's an NH35 from Seiko. It's using the 316L stainless steel. And then it's got a sapphire crystal. That's another thing that really sold me on getting the Steeldive, is to get a really nice Datejust homage watch with a sapphire crystal, 200 meters water resistance. For the lume, it's a BGW9, which is pretty good. There's the screw down case, screw down crown. There's the micro adjust, it has 6 of them. And those are the dimensions on it. It's 39 millimeters without the crown. Pretty thin, you know, at a 13 millimeters, and then there's the lug width if you want to change out the bracelet. So pretty good. And so I bought it directly from the Steeldive website. You can probably find it maybe for a different price on Amazon. But, you know, you can kind of search around on their website. They have some good information. I believe, let's see. They do have a section where you can kind of learn about them. And here's right here at the very bottom there, they just talk about you know, how they got started. They don't mention China specifically, but I'm pretty sure they're from China. So they have some of their goals and values on there about their company, which is pretty cool. And then they have the reasons why to choose them. They talk about their quality check. They guarantee their watches. They were pretty fast on the shipping. And then they have a 30-day exchange policy, it looks like. And then it looks like they have probably just a 1-year warranty. Well, no, it says 2 years over there on the right. So it's a 2-year warranty, which is pretty good for any watch. You know, Seiko has, I think, 3 years, and then Citizen has 5. But for a Chinese watch brand, it's pretty good that they are striving to have good quality, and they have a 2-year warranty. All right, that's my review for the Steeldive SD1933. You know, like I said, I've wore this watch for a good chunk of time, probably like 4 to 6 months. I think it was kind of a birthday present for me. I really like it. You know, it looks great. Very classy looking watch, but also kind of a rugged watch with the water resistance and the sapphire crystal and the stainless steel. You know, I can wear it just doing about anything, you know, and I'm not too worried if something would happen to it, or, you know, it would get lost or unfortunately stolen, something like that. But it really does have a great look of a datejust, I'm sorry. But I really like this watch. And so I do want to check with Elliot and see what he thinks next time we get together. But, you know, I don't know what your opinions are for homage watches. You know, if you really want the original, I would advise you, you know, save up for it and just get that. For me, you know, I just like the look, and the Steeldive has great quality and all the specs that I'm looking for. So, you know, this kind of scratches that datejust itch for me. But, you know, put in the comments your thoughts. You know, tell me what you think of homage watches. Tell me what you think about datejust watches, what you think about Rolex, Chinese watches in general. You know, let me know what you think. Do you have any homage watches? And remember to give a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Take care, God bless, and keep on ticking. Have a good day, guys.